Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patrick. If you are new here, if you are returning, thank you so much for tuning into another YouTube video. Like, come on, 100 subscribers, y'all. I already told y'all that that's my goal. I'm starting small, and y'all just keep tuning in. I love y'all for that. But as y'all can see by the title, it's about to be another story time, y'all. And this one is really for the books because I'm not playing. I had to pull out my receipts.
Oh, let's pull out exhibit A, B, C, and D. Are you gonna talk or you? No, I'm gonna pull out the DMs.
I had to make sure I got everything together because this story time is about when my coworker got me fired.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck do you got going on. Are you okay?
Let's start with the names, right? So the coworker, we're gonna call her Troll. Now, y'all remember the troll from Dora when we was kids that came from under the bridge?
The old troll who lives under the bridge.
Yeah, that was her. And that's even funnier because she dead had ginger hair. Like, that was like such a coincidence. When I searched up the troll, I said troll. Oh, this is great for honey. So my sis was Messy Boots. No Dora.
Come with me. Them big ass boots.
Like Messy Boots, okay? Let's start from the beginning, right? So I used to work at this shelter called, well, everybody said BRC, but it's actually the abbreviation for Bowery Residence Committee. And I had got this job because I ended up applying through a temp agency. My best friend had put me on. So I was like, okay, best friend, because my best friend, she would always like send me jobs and whatever. So I was like, yes, best friend. Like, we got this job. We finna be eating. We finna be doing our overtime. Da 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 da. So now I start the job or whatever. I come in the first day. Mind you, I seen troll, but you know, like when somebody's energy just be off and you just be like, like something not right.
I said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
But because I didn't know her, I was like, oh, I don't want to judge too much, you know, and just say like, oh, she seemed weird, but I don't really know her like that. During my shift, they gave me front desk for the day. So I had front desk with another girl that I met. That's like my sister now. Muah, I love you, girl. You know I'm talking about you when you're watching this. But we're going to call her Alexis. So I come to the front desk. Troll is there. She did with the other coworker. Alexis is there. And then there's another coworker there. So Alexis was like, hey boo, like it's your first day or whatever. I'm like, yeah. She was like, oh, you seem mad calm and chill. I was like, yeah. So mind you, I lean over to Alexis and she like, oh, when everybody leave, I'm gonna tell you what's up.
I got Viagra.
So I'm like, all right, girl, you know, so I sit behind the desk, we all chilling, blah, blah, blah. Everybody leaves. Alexis gonna say, you see Troll right there? She's messy. And you need to make sure you stay away from her. It's like, ooh.
And ooh.
Like, that was my face. Like, I was just like, okay. Like, mind you, I'm the type of person that I be like, minding my business. I don't really be worried about nobody for real. So when she told me that, I was just like, messy. Like, it's not given. This is a job environment. Like, why you being messy? So she like, yeah, just watch out for her, whatever, whatever. Now, over the course of the time of me working there, me and Alexis got really, really close. Like, that really became like my homegirl for real. And we was always talking about Troll because wherever she went, mess just followed her. But y'all know jobs always got tea. So I'm hearing that she was buddy-buddy with the manager. She was coming in late. They was fixing her time. She was getting drunk with the managers. I'm like, girl, like you cannot stay out of no mess. Like, ridiculous. Now, because like they said, she was messy, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. Like you can't do too much around her. You can't say too much. Mind you, I found out that she didn't really like me for real, but was always in my face. And mind you, I don't like messy people. So because I don't like people who are messy, I didn't really like her either. And I guess she knew that. So she was always in my face trying to have a conversation, talking about, oh, I am big, I got a big bag, like just doing too much. And I'm like, why are you always doing too much? So now I ended up making another friend. We're gonna call him Terrell. And Terrell, that's like my brother now. Love you. Mwah. Like, he already know what the vibe is. So we always used to kiki about her because she was just messy down. Like, he would come in with some fly stuff on. She'll be like, oh, I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to get like you. And I'm just like, girl, like, you need to just stop talking. You're doing a lot. So she used to do the same thing to me, but like I said, she was always trying to be funny, but I'm not ugly and I can really dress. Like, I feel like she just was so intimidated because it seemed like nowadays females have this thing where they're intimidated by gay men, but it's really just because you're not that girl.
The real bad bitch. Nah, I'm too solid. I'm a real bad bitch.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I cannot control that I am who I am. And whatever insecurities you're feeling, that has nothing to do with me and has everything to do with you, sweetie. So calm that down and mind that business and go to where you need to go. Now, some things start perspiring around the job, and all of a sudden, she starts acting like she's big manager and she's giving out posts, and she said, oh, the manager not here and this and this. And I'm just like, girl, who are you? Like, you ain't nobody.
She is not an elite employee.
So please. But I was like, I know she don't know how to tell me what to do because I would have had a word with her and she had never told me not one time. And I would have only been listening to the managers because, sweetie, you're not what? Stop trying to be one. But she just wanted to be a manager so bad. Like, she was always hanging out in the manager office every single day, just up there doing a whole bunch of nothing when you're supposed to be on your post, sweetie. But nobody was reporting her because every time she got reported, some way, somehow, the report either got deleted out the computer from the emails. They ripped up the report for her anytime one of the clients reported her. I'm like, no, like, this girl is just being saved in here every time. So one day, I'm at the desk or whatever. And like I said, I always had the agenda that the girl ain't like me. So I already knew, like, I really do gotta be 10 toes. But it's like, why do I have to be like that at my job? Like, I should be able to just come to work and chill and just work and go home. So I come in one day, I'm sitting at the desk because they gave me front desk to stay. So apparently she was on operations, which is one of the other posts that they would give you, and you had to like do stuff on a computer and just take in information that happened throughout the day on the post. So apparently the site coordinator at the time, we gonna call her Ashley. So Ashley, she came downstairs, she was looking for somebody, and I guess they were supposed to come in at 10:30 or whatnot, 10:30 a.m. But the only time that I had wrote for 10 was 10:19. Mind you, it was nobody even really coming in to the shelter that day because it was cold outside. So it's like, what clients were really going in and out? I didn't really record that much people's names. So when the site coordinator came, she looked at the book and she was like, oh, I'm trying to look for a 10:30, whatever. She was like, oh my God, there's just so much going on right now. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I get it, just chatting with her until she go back upstairs. But when you know something is off. So apparently Troll, like I said, Troll was on ops. So she comes, I'm about to go on break. So she like, oh, I'm gonna cover you, whatever. She sat down and I guess she was eyeing the book. So when I came back, I had to get a lighter out of my bag because usually at that time, it was like a smoke shop up the block and I would roll like a little blunt and then on lunch, I would go and I would smoke. So I'm about to go on lunch. Like I said, I'm coming back to get the lighter. She like, oh, you was here the whole day? So I'm like, yeah, girl, you know this already. I'm here on time every day. Unlike you, like, sweetie, you're never here. Like, your time starts at 7 a.m. You coming in at 9 just because they fixing your time. So what are you really asking me right now? Like, be for real. You know I be here on time every day. She was like, okay, whatever. So I go outside, I smoke my blunt, I come back, she gets up from the desk. So I'm at the desk chilling. Mind you, like I said, something is off. The site coordinator comes back downstairs and Troll gonna be like, oh, Ashley, I got something I need to talk to you about.
Excuse me, can you record me real quick? Can you record me real quick?
Get somebody else to do it.
So mind you, like I said, I got that automatic instinct, like, yo, like something is about to go down and I already know what she about to do. She gonna try to report me. She gonna try to say like, oh, I didn't write enough in the book. I just already had knew what was going on because that's how she is. Like, she's just really messy to a point where she'll try to sabotage anybody. And karma is a bitch. Like, you will get that back for real. So she goes upstairs, she's talking to the site coordinator. She come back down. Her and the site coordinator looked like they was all cool and buddy and whatever. So mind you, like I told you, I wasn't really through the company, I was through the temp agency. So I go upstairs because now we about to do shift change. But I had seen Troll walk out with 2 other girls that worked there. So I'm thinking like, oh, she was leaving or she dipped or whatever. So I get upstairs. I'm on a phone with one of the other supervisors because she was that supervisor for that shift. So I'm like, oh, girl, can I stay? Can I do overtime? Blah, blah, blah. At that time, she said, yeah, you can stay, but next time, make sure you ask me beforehand if you can stay instead of just staying on the shift and then asking. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure I ask you like the day before or 2 days before, just so I can let you know. I hang up the phone. I get a phone call from the temp agency. I'm like, hello? They like, Patrick, what's going on? Mind you, it's a lady. So I'm on like they, but it's a lady. So the lady's on the phone. She's like, oh, Patrick, what's going on? I'm like, nothing, like I'm okay. Like, you didn't send me the papers that I was supposed to sign because I had called out. So she like, oh, but they said that they're terminating you. I said, what? Terminated?
Drake? Drake?
I was like, nobody told me nothing. She like, oh, so where you at right now? I said, I'm at work. And how nobody told me that I was terminated? Mind you, the site coordinator just left. So I'm calling her phone. Mind you, Alexis told me that she drive when I had hit Alexis up. And I was just like, yo, why she was saying that, she's on the train. She was like, she's lying. She drive. I'm like, oh, so everybody in here is just buddy and had an agenda. Like, that's what it gave. And I was just like, wow, like it just never gave that. So I go downstairs and mind you, in that moment, I got scared a little bit, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to say a prayer. And at the end of the day, God got me. So I went downstairs and there's 3 of my other coworkers down there. And I'm talking to them. I'm like, hey y'all, guess what? I'm terminated. Like, it was mad funny. So here go one of my coworkers. She like, you lying. You not terminated. I was like, girl, I'm dead serious. And I know exactly who got me terminated. Troll. She was like, you serious? You sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. I know Troll got me terminated. Muah. I already knew. Like, I just knew. So now I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna just go home or whatever. But my coworker that said that she didn't believe that I was terminated, she asked me to walk with her to Chipotle. So we walk into Chipotle or whatever. She like, you sure it was her? I'm like, yes, girl, I know it was her. I'm like, I have that feeling, and mark my words, when you find out, you're gonna be like, wow. So me and her went into Chipotle. She got her food. I was like, later, girl. I go home, take a 2-hour nap. I wake up. Why's my coworker calling me? She said, friend, you remember what you had said? I said, girl, it wasn't her, was it? She was like, yes, it was her. I said, girl, I knew it. I already knew. I knew it was her. I said, what did I say? She told me the whole tea. She said, yeah, because we was in operations and it was all 5 of us, and Troll came in there and was like, oh, is Patrick here? They said she was looking behind the door. She was ducking and diving. Then she like, yeah, and he's done. Today was his last day. I said, oh. I said, somebody pass me Troll number. Now, this is where I pull out the receipts, y'all.
Can we see the receipt? You have been. I gotta find it. OG.
Because this was needed for real. And I'm gonna put the receipts in the somewhere in here, like while I'm reading it, because it gave, girl, like, why would you do that? So mind you, I went on the girl page. Why she had blocked me?
What? Blocked.
Excuse me, y'all. My other phone had to get switched to being used as the camera. But let me go back and find these receipts, because like I was saying, before I had found out that she blocked me, I had some questions.
You okay? What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
So let me find these receipts real quick, because it never gave. So I said, hey babes, I wanted to ask you something. How did you know today was my last day? I literally got the call, but Ashley never told me anything. Did Ashley tell you? If anything, it's okay, my love. I am not mad at you. I wish you well, and I really enjoy working with you. Because like I said, she like being funny. So it's like, girl, I'm gonna be funny.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Okay? She said, 1, who gave you my number? That's weird. 2nd, Ashley didn't tell me why. She didn't even know how to say anything like in here. Like, girl, learn how to talk correctly. 1, who gave you my number? That weird. 2nd, Ashley didn't tell me why was she that very unprofessional. Pep, you wasn't here. I asked where you went. Somebody else told me. Nothing but love. Everything work with your hair business. Girl, I don't need your luck and for you to hope anything for me, because you're messy and I don't want it from you. And then 2, learn how to talk properly or text. Like, I'm reading this text, girl. I could barely even read that.
Hey. You mean everybody? You don't know how to spell.
Then I was telling other people the tea. She gonna text me again like, bro, I don't know what you got going on. I got nothing to do with why you don't work here. Stop calling around, tell people about weirdo.
She like, yeah, I read. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You sound like a fucking munchkin.
And it say edited. I just told the girl bye. Like, now you just dumb tight because I'm telling people that you're weird and that you was going around telling everybody that it was my last day, but you're not telling me as to how you knew it was my last day.
You're a weird motherfucker.
Sweetie, like, come on, let's be for real. And it really gave messy. And mind you, why I found out that she got fired a month and a half after I got fired. That's what you get. Like, stop being messy all the time and things won't happen to you like that. Boo-boo. Like, come on. Moral of the story, y'all. After the situation happened, I made a pact to myself that I was never going to talk to anybody at any job ever again. Whether that was making a work friend, a friend I could end up being cool with outside of work, it don't matter. I stopped talking to people at work, period. Like the job I work at now, I don't talk to nobody. And that's simply just because of that situation that happened. And I don't need nobody else in my business or being messy. Even though me and that girl wasn't even really that cool, but I just couldn't do it. I'm not taking no chances. And that's just the tea, sis. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And definitely like, comment, subscribe, and press that notification bell so that you could be able to receive a notification every time I post another video. Mwah. Love you guys.
You said I can't trust in